Hey, welcome back to another martial arts class with Sensei Dave from the JCC in West Hartford. It is Wednesday, May 13th. Boy, it's so hard to keep track of the date, isn't it? And the day. My routine is so different. It's going to be a sunny day, although it's looking a little windy and maybe cool, but it might be warm enough to get outside and do some playing. Yes. Miss Farrow was just asking me a question. So I hope you get outside today as I was leaving off. As you come on, remember, as always, we got a few minutes while we wait for other friends to join us for the class. And while we're doing that, you can get yourself ready. Today, you won't need any equipment. You'll just need some space and maybe something to balance on. Audrey, how are you, sir? Welcome back. Hey, that was a great video of you practicing your moves. Thanks for sending it to me. Nice job. Feel free to do that again. I love that. Lets me know people are practicing hard. So like I said, today you won't need anything but some space, maybe something to lean on. You could use a wall or your dad or a chair. Now we're going to work on those kicking exercises some more. We're going to work on some more combinations, and I'm going to teach you a little bit more about listening to your intuition. So if you were in Monday's class, you might remember I talked about intuition. Hey, Freddie. Good to see you. Intuition. Boy, that's a big word. Do you remember what that means? I'll have to talk more about it towards the end of class. But we'll start by saying that it's a feeling you have about something. Right? Like when I was a kid, we had a basement in our house. And it was weird because there was a light switch at the bottom of the stairs, and you have to go down this dark stairway to turn the light on. And I don't know, for some reason, I used to think, oh, it's really scary down there. And I had this feeling that it was scary in the dark in the basement. Was it really scary? Well, it was really scary, but was there really anything dangerous in the basement in the dark? Nah, it turned out there wasn't. So that's an intuition. So your intuition can be wrong sometimes, but if you practice, and we'll talk about it, you can make your intuition better. So then it's good to listen to. All right. Well, you start moving your body around. I'm just twisting. Remember, we haven't started class officially yet. We're waiting for some other people to join. But this is like being in the waiting room, right? In the waiting room of your karate class, you should be preparing, getting your body loose. I'm lifting my knees up so I can get ready for doing kicks. I can get in my guarding stance and kind of swing my hands around to get ready for throwing strikes. I could go through my blocking moves, right, to get ready for that. Notice how I'm moving my body nice and loose, always loose. We don't want to move like a robot. Unless we're dancing, then you can do some cool dance moves like a robot. But be loose for class. We're also going to work on a couple of combinations today. Do you remember what that means? We combine some of our moves together, right? We take maybe a block or a kick and some strikes and some footwork, the ways we move our feet. We put them together, we combine them, and we make a salad of moves. Salad is a combination of things, isn't it? What else is a combination of things? Think about that. Combinations. So for us, combinations are different moves we put together, and then they turn into little techniques. We have this imaginary person that we're defending ourselves from. We do our moves. We imagine we're striking or kicking, and then we pretend, let's say, that maybe we're ready for the next thing, right? We'll do some things like that today. But you have to practice them a lot so that your body remembers the moves. All right, I'm about ready to get started. So you all show me how you do front position. And then show me knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, strength in the body, and then we do a bow. That's good. Now, I notice sometimes when people do that, they say knowledge of the mind, honesty in the heart, strength of the body, and then they say and bow. Now, Sensei says the and bow part just to remind you what to do it, but the only part you actually have to say, knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, strength in the body. But if saying and bow helps you remember, that's okay. All right, let's get warmed up. Now, today I want to do a good workout as part of the warm-up. Hey, Hannah, welcome back. It's good to see you again, or at least to know you're out there watching. So, a good workout today. That means we're going to do some moves to make our muscles get kind of tired. You know what that feels like when your muscles get really tired? And we talk about that a lot, that when our muscles get tired, there's a feeling we get, and sometimes you want that feeling to stop. You think, oh, Sensei Dave, this feels really bad. My muscles are tired. I don't want to do that again. But here's the weird thing about working out and about exercising your body, is that you have to make your muscles feel that way on purpose, because that tells you that the muscles are working really hard. Then you stop after a while, and then you let them rest, and they come back stronger. So let's start out with some easy moves, and then we'll move on to some harder ones. And you do the hard ones you want to try. See if you can stick with Sensei Dave today. I've been doing lots of push-ups lately. So first, show me jumping jacks. We're not going to do any number of them. We're just going to move until we get warm. Oh. So make sure your hands and feet are going really far apart when you do your jumping jacks and coming back all the way together. Sometimes I see people do little jumping jacks like this, right? They're not really jumping jacks. They're kind of wiggle jacks. It's just sort of little wiggles, right? No, I want to go big. Move the hands and feet real big. I'm almost got my hands coming up and touching right over my head. And the bigger we move, the warmer our body's going to get. Okay, you can take a break from that. Now get in your guarding stance. I want you to reach out in front of you and pretend you're grabbing something. If you want to, and you've got a stuffed animal or a pillow around, you could grab that and give you something to practice with. Like I'll grab this funny orange pillow here. You don't have to use a pillow, but I'm going to use one just to show you how I do it. So I hold the pillow up really high like this, and then I'm going to pull the pillow down and lift my knee at the same time and then bring it back. Mostly I'm lifting my knee up and bumping it into the pillow, okay? Like that. If you don't have a pillow, just pretend you're holding something and bring your knee up in between your hands like this. Got it? All right, how many should we do? 1,000,000? 1,000,000 seems like a lot. How about we do 500,000? That's half as many, right? That's not too many. Half as much? No, that's too many too? Okay. Well, all right, how about we do 20? That's a good number. Seems like a lot, but not too many. All right, so 20 times. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, and I'm putting my foot back on the ground in between. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, if you don't have the pillow, 9, 10. Just bring your knee up between your hands. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Well, whew, that feels pretty good. I can feel my body getting warmer. Let's do the other side. I'll do it without the pillow this time, but you can hold something if you want. 20 times. Go. That's 10 for me. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew. Good. Lifting your knees up like that is good practice for, remember what we call that when you pick one leg up and you balance? That's called the flamingo. We call it a flamingo because it just reminds me that I can balance on one leg really well like a flamingo. Look how high my knee is. Let's practice that for a bit. So if you have a pillow, you can grab it. Again, if you don't have a pillow, just do this without, or you could have a book or something that you can balance on the top of your knee like that. Ooh, boy. Now look what I'm doing. My knee's up. Can you see my foot? What's my foot doing down there? It's pointed down. And I'm holding that pillow on my knee. So you get something, balance it on your knee. Let's do it together, and we'll count and see how long we can hold it. Or let's pick a time. Let's see. Should we do it for an hour? You don't want to do that for an hour, huh? Okay, well, we can do it for less than that. Let's do it for a lot less. How about we do it for 15 seconds? We'll count to 15. And we'll hold it there and try not to let the pillow fall off. So whatever you've got to balance, put it on your knee. You know, you could do something really fun. Like over here, Sensei Dave's got his water bottle. It's closed. There's a lid on it. I could try balancing a water bottle on my knee. Ooh, boy. That's really challenging. Oh, see? And it falls down. Good thing the lid's on it. So you pick something you want to balance. I'm going to try with this water bottle and see what I do. All right, counting to 15. So get your balance. Hold your knee up high. Balance your object. It's wiggling. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, boy. 7, 8. Oh, 9. I'm wiggling a lot. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Haha, I did it. All right, let's try the other side. Whew. Now, that wasn't bad. I've said this before, right? But one side of my body is pretty good at balancing, and the other side isn't quite as good. It's not as good with some kicks. It's not as good with some punches, right? It just is a little different. So if you're like that too, you can practice a little longer. I'm on the side that's not as good right now. So maybe next time I do this, I'll do an extra set on this side. Okay, so here we go. Find your balance. Lift your knee up. Here's my water bottle on my knee. And if you want to have fun, you could try to balance other things too, right? Maybe some blocks. Make it a challenge. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is way more wiggly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy, 11, 12. I'm getting up higher. 13, 14. Oh, I lost it on the last second. I got to get that last second in. 15. Oh, whew, I did it. That feels pretty good. By the way, what happens if it falls off halfway through? Do you feel bad? No, you just do it again, okay? It's important when you're practicing something, especially something that's new, that you should feel okay that you can't do it very well, because you will if you keep practicing. How long does it take for practice to work? If I'm not very good at my balance and I practice one time, will I be good the next time I try to balance? No, I think you're right. I think it takes longer than that. Is 2 times enough? No, I don't think 2 times is enough either. Probably a lot of times, don't you think? Yeah, I agree. It's a lot of times. I don't know what the number is. 100? 1,000? Could you imagine if you practiced something 1,000 times? Would you be better than if you only did it 100 times? Right. Practice is like that. The more you do it, the better you get. You keep doing the practice. Okay, well, I'm going to put my water bottle down. All right, so you know what? I feel pretty warm. So let's start out with a combination. Remember, today's class is about combinations. We're just taking some of our moves and sticking them together to make a whole new thing. Right? So get in your guarding stance. Put your hands up. Now let's pretend that we have an imaginary person in front of us who is trying to grab us or punch us or kick us or something like that. Okay? So here's my imaginary person. I'm going to imagine that my imaginary person is swinging their arm at me like this. Okay? It's called a hook. They swing their arm around, whoosh, like that. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step towards them like this, and I'm going to put both my hands up in front of me like that. All right? Can you do that? So when I say go, you take a step forward with one leg and put both hands up like this. Here, I'll show you a little closer. All right? See how my arms are like this? It's like a wall of my arms right in front of my face. Bang! And I push them forward. So I'm doing 2 moves. Step and block, but I block with both arms at the same time. Here, let's back up. So let's try it together. Let's do that 5 times. Okay? And then, do you know what we need to do? Well, I'm stepping with this leg. After I do 5 this way, I'll do it the other way and step with the other leg. Okay? because we want to practice doing things with both sides. Here we go. It's the step and double block. 1. And see how I kind of stepped really strong, too. My legs are strong. I kind of stomped on the ground a little bit when I did it, and I pushed my arms forward like that. Here we go. 2. You know, it's okay to do. Make a good sort of determined face. What's a determined face? Maybe a fierce look. Right? Here, let me get close again so you can see this. So you can tell what I feel like just by the look on my face, right? If I'm doing this, I hope you think that I'm really mad, right? This is my angry face. What? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I got them mixed up. That's my happy face when I'm smiling, right? When I'm doing a karate move, I call it fierce or determined. Those are big words, right? Fierce is like a tiger, right? Maybe you're snarling or growling or something. Like that. Right? And there's a feeling that goes along with that, a feeling that you're very strong and powerful. And that's one we want. It's not the same as being angry. Angry is different. Fierce is and determined. That means I'm going to get this done. I can do it. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. That's what determined means, right? I'm fierce. I feel strong and powerful, and I'm determined. Nothing's going to stop me from doing it. I'm going to keep trying until I get it done. Okay, so make a look on your face that goes with that feeling inside. Nothing can stop me. Right? Let's see. I only did 2 of those. Let's do 3 more. Okay? You got that fierce, determined face? Are you going to show it to me on a video? If you want to show me your fierce, determined face, take a picture of it and send it to Sensei in the comments. I'd love to see it. Here we go. Let's do 3 more. So step, block, fierce face. Go. I'll try not to growl in my microphone. That might be too noisy. Let's do 2 more. Go. See, I made the face with my mouth closed that time. 1 more. Go. Very nice. Okay, now let's switch sides. So now I'm going to step with the other leg and go the other way. We'll do that 5 times, okay? 1. Are you looking fierce? 2. Are you determined? 3. Can anything stop you? That's what I thought. 4. Last one. 5. Okay, now, to really make this a combination, we can add other moves to it, couldn't we? I mean, how many moves could we add? We could add 1 more move. We could add 2 more moves. We could add 10 more moves. We can make our combination as long as we want. So when you're doing your combination, and when you make up combinations of your own, you can make them as long as you want. It could be 20 moves long. Oh, that would be a crazy combination. Do you know what? Let me get close. In most kinds of martial arts, there are combinations with 20 or more moves, and we give those a different name. We call them forms. Or sometimes we use the word katas. And those are long combinations of moves. So some of you who know how to do the dragon form or 1 pinyon know what that is. Okay, backing up. So let's add 1 more move to this combination, okay? By the time we're done with class today, you'll have a cool combination that you could practice. So first we step in and we do that double block, okay? And then you see the hand that's closer to you? This one? Well, I'm going to open that hand up, and I'm just going to go chop like this. Pretend it's like an axe or a sword, and it just chops. So the bad person who's attacking us is swinging their arm at us. We step in, we block their arm, and then we chop them right on the side of their neck. Chop! Oh, that doesn't sound very nice, does it? But you know, we would never really use these moves unless we were in real danger. And we'll talk about that when we talk about intuition, about real danger, and trying to know what that is. All right, so here we go. Let's add that chop on our combination. So, step in, double block, chop. Yeah? Here we go. Let's do that 5 times. Remember the move. Go. Step in, double block, chop. Now, when I'm practicing, I'm going slower and thinking about the moves. But as my body gets better at remembering, I can go faster, and then I can start to add that fierce determination to my move too. You do it when you feel ready for it. Step, double block, chop. Go. Aha. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Go. Ooh, now I'm feeling determined because I feel like my body remembers the move pretty well. Go. All right. Was that 5? Let's do one more. Go. All right. Now, switch to the other side. So I'll step with this leg, block, and now the chop is going to go with the other hand. Are you ready? Go. Step, block, chop. Go. Step, block, chop. Oh, that feels pretty good. Go. Step, block, chop. Put them together a little faster. Now with fierce determination. Go. One more. Go. All right. Could we add more moves to this? Yeah, I think so too. Do you want to add another one? Me too. I want to add one more. Do you remember it all? Step, double block, chop. Now, this hand's doing the chop, the one that's closer to you. The hand that's far away, I'm going to open it up too, but I'm going to use the flat part of my hand and go like this. I'm going to turn in and go palm. A palm is this part of your hand. So we're hitting with an open hand, and we call that a palm. So we go, here's the whole combination, step, double block, chop, palm. Whoa. Feeling fierce now? Step, double block, chop, palm. That's 4 different moves altogether. Let's do it 5 times. I'm feeling, are you feeling fierce? Boy, when I do these moves, it makes my body feel stronger. Ready? Go. Step, double block, chop, palm. Step back. All right, let's do it 4 more times. 1, step, double block, chop, palm. 2, step, double block, chop, palm. 3, step, double block, chop, palm. Oh, I did it faster that time. Okay, now don't say the moves unless it helps you, and do one really good and fast for the last one. Go. Oh, I did them fast. I'm going to switch sides again. Let's do it this way. And then I think we'll add one more move to this combination, and then we'll finish up there, okay? So here we go. Other side. Step, double block, chop, palm. Ooh. Go. Step, double block, chop, palm. If you say the name of the moves, it can help. And it's okay to do that when you're practicing. Once you remember it pretty well, you try it without saying the moves. So if you're there with a mom or a dad or a grown-up who's watching, and remember the name of the moves, they can help you remember. Okay? They could even be your pretend bad guy. Just don't hurt mom or dad. Oh, let's do it 2 more times. Go. Step, double block, chop, palm. And one more. Go. Step, double block, chop, palm. Boy, one of the things I love about practicing martial arts is that doing these moves makes my body feel powerful. It makes me feel fierce and determined, not angry. I always want you to remember that. Remember that fierce determination? That just means that I feel like I can do something and I'm not going to let anything stop me. I'm going to keep going, even if something gets in my way. All right, let's see. Let's add one more move, okay? So we've got, let's go together, step, double block, chop, palm. And you notice how I did one move with both hands, then I did a move with one hand, then a move with the other hand. So now we can switch back to this hand again. So just take it, make a fist with it, and do a punch low. Punch. So let's do it all together. Step, double block, chop, palm, punch. Do you remember all that? Does your body? If it doesn't remember it all right now, is that okay? That's right. It's totally okay. It's okay to not be good at something when you're first learning it. But if you practice, yeah, you will be good at it. So stick to it. Use that fierce determination when you're practicing and you're not good at something. I think that's a better feeling than the opposite, which would be, I'm trying to do something, I'm not good at it, and I feel upset and sad and disappointed. Right? Which Sensei Dave do you like better? This one or this one? I like determined, fierce Sensei Dave. Now, I'm not always fierce Sensei Dave, but for this, that's where I put it in. Okay, so let's do the whole move. Step, double block, chop, palm, punch. Step, I'm going slow, double block, chop, palm, punch. Let's do that 5 times, okay? 1, step, double block, chop, palm, punch, and again. This is number 2. Step, double block, chop, palm, punch. Try going faster if you want to. 3, step, double block, chop, palm, punch. Okay, now I'm not going to say the name of the moves. I'm just going to do them for the last 2 times. 4. See, I'm taking my time. 5. Oh, but that time I did them quick. Switch sides, and then we'll finish up, okay? So now I step with the other leg. 1, step, double block, chop, palm, punch. 2, step, double block, chop, palm, punch. 3, step, double block, chop, palm, punch. Now I'm not going to say it. 4. And 5. Whew. Nice job, everybody. Whew. Boy, how were you at that combination? Was it hard to remember? Did it get easier the more you did it? That's the secret to practice. Do it a lot, and it gets easier as you go. And then you can add in fierce determination. At the beginning of class today, I talked about that word, intuition. Remember that word? If you were here in Monday's class, we talked a little bit about it then. Intuition is that feeling you have about something. Maybe the feeling that something doesn't feel right, or that something does feel right. So what I'm trying to teach you today is to listen to that feeling when you have it. If you imagine that you were walking around and pretending or thinking that there were bad guys all around you and you should always be ready to protect yourself from them, would that make sense? What would that feel like if you were always thinking that everybody around you might be a bad guy? Do you think that would be true? No. One thing when we practice our intuition, when we practice that feeling, is we have to learn how to tell when the feeling we have is the real feeling or if it's about something imaginary. Remember my story about going down my basement stairs in the dark? I had a really strong feeling that something scary was in the dark trying to grab my feet when I was going down the stairs. But was there something in the stairs trying to grab my feet? No, there wasn't something. I just imagined it. So we practice our intuition. We have to practice being aware of things and paying attention. And the more aware we are about what's going on around us, the better our intuition will be. And then you can believe that feeling when you have it. We'll talk more about that in more classes, okay? But for now, if you have a feeling that something's scary, here's what I want you to say. When in doubt, get out. Can you say that? When in doubt, get out. So if you have that feeling and you're not sure about something, don't stick around. You can leave. Go get some help. Talk to your mom or dad. That's okay. Sometimes it takes real bravery and courage to do that. But that's what I want you to think about. So one more time. When in doubt, get out. All right, class. You did a great job today. Practice that combination. Remember, you can watch this video again and learn it anytime you want. I'll back up a little bit so we can do our bow out. Can you show me front position? Knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, strength in the body, bow. Nice job, class. I will be back this afternoon at 4 o'clock for another class. And then we have some more Bunjitsu Bunny this afternoon, so come back for story time at 4:45. See you then.